What's up, everybody? It's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games. Today we are doing a continuation of my educational Mario games series for Super Nintendo. But basically what it is just the Mario Early Years series, which there's 3 of them. We've done 2 of them so far. We did Mario Early Years Preschool, I think that's what it's called. And then we did Mario Early Years Fun with Numbers. This is Fun with Letters today. And the next video will be Mario's Time Machine, which is one that I played and grew up with as a kid. On the PC version, not the Super Nintendo version. So there's some little differences here and there. Additionally, there's Mario is Missing, which I've never played, which I don't know exactly what that is differently than, because Mario's Time Machine is history. Mario's Missing might be other types of educational stuff. It might be history again, I don't know. If it is, that's good, because I'm pretty good at history stuff. And then the final one, which I don't know if I mentioned this in the other videos, the final one is Mario Paint, which is the best out of all of them. Mario's Early Years Fun with Letters. Here we go. So basically, this is the first time I put this one in. I got this one online, and I had the other 2 that came into my store, Super Smash Games Olympia, where I work. And this looks exactly the same layout, exactly the same like islands, and then the Mario selectors on the raft. From what I remember, and I rewatched my videos more recently just to double check what I said in those ones. The other ones didn't have face cam, but if you wanted face cam, so I put face cam on this one. It was just going to be like a quick like commentary while I'm playing kind of thing, and then it turned into like, oh, now it's a video upload, which is cool. I think this selector here, you click on it and it changes. You can play as these characters, I think is what it is. It's just like your icon throughout the levels. So leave that on Mario. We've got Bug Island, Dinosaur Island, or D Island, the Mop is Wet Island, okay, or the Blank is Wet, I think that's what it is, like guess what is wet. The Puzzle Island, Red Puzzle Island, ABC Island, or maybe it's like lowercase and capitals, A-I-O-U, and so vowels. And then whatever this one is, this evil son from Mario 3 that tries to kill you during the summertime, aka now, is in this one once again. He was in the other one too, so it's not, I don't know what this is, but I don't know what this one is. So let's try them all out in order. This is by the same developer as the Mario Time Machine and Mario's Missing games. So all these ones are actually by the same like educational developer. Wait, I gotta pay attention to this.
C. Crazy Cat.
Crazy Cat?
D. Dancing Dinosaur. E. Elephant.
Oh. So we don't actually do anything here.
F. Funny Fish.
Okay.
G.
I was talking in the other ones, like there's a lot of voice acting in these. And I'll mention that once it's over, because I don't want to talk over it too much, but basically it's
I. Icky Iggy.
Icky. So yeah, this is like the most voice acting out of all 3 of these.
Jellyfish. K. Kicking Kangaroo.
Luigi.
L. Luigi.
Gee, I wonder who's next.
M. Mario.
Mario.
N.
So they just go through the alphabet,
Noisy
and
Nest.
then they're actually playing the alphabet song as the BGM.
Octopus.
And then you're going through the alphabet. They show you uppercase, lowercase, how to say it,
Princess Toadstool.
how to sound it, and then a word that starts with it, word or words that start with it.
Quiet Queen.
So we're almost done here.
R. Rabbit. S. Sparkling Star.
It is kind of impressive that they have this much voice acting in it,
Talkie
but
TV.
then again, this cart is very minimal. I'm wondering what the
Umbrella.
actual file size is compared to like your average Nintendo mainstream game.
Violent Volcano.
Nintendo published and developed game for the Super
W.
Nintendo.
W.
I wonder how much of the voice acting takes up in files on the cart. Because you don't hear voice acting too much in Super Nintendo games.
Y.
But with
Yoshi.
these first 3, the early years, definitely have voice acting or voice clips.
Zipping Zipper.
You just don't hear it too much in other Super Nintendo games. That exited on its own, so that's all that is right there. It's just alphabet and sounds and the capitals and lowercase, and then also a word that starts with that letter. One thing that I was thinking about the other day that is kind of unrelated to this, but is kind of interesting, is like Super Nintendo had games like Star Fox that had impressive graphics. This game seems like it has like the bare minimum of space on a game. I feel like all these early years could have been combined into one Super Nintendo cart called like just Mario Early Years. Why do they have to split into 3 carts? I don't know. That seems like a waste of money and space. It also seems like a waste of development. If they could have just like combined them all into one game, made one like solid educational learning experience on one cart, that would have been better. Because then your parents don't have to buy 3 carts. You know, you might be missing one somewhere. And then, I don't know, it's just weird that there's 3 carts for this. You got games like Star Fox and like Final Fantasy VI. They're like huge. Chrono Trigger is all on there, but Mario Early Years, it gets 3 carts. And they're all very minimal in terms of space. Or they seem like they are. I don't know anything about like storage data or space on Super Nintendo carts. I don't really know how the carts work. But yeah. Well, let's continue on. I don't know. This is weird that they split into 3. I almost have a hard time believing that, but that's what it is. And we are playing that's all on the Super Nintendo original console. All these games on this video series will be on there, and they're all the original cards as well.
Let's go to Building World.
And I'm using the HD Retrovision cables for probably the best picture quality you can get from an unmodded Super Nintendo. Okay, so this one I wasn't paying attention, but I think you combine them to make words. So I don't know if the shapes edges matter. They might.
You picked
So how when I click on one? I'm gonna exit and go back in because I don't know what the heck's going on. Oh no, there's more. What?
You chose Ed. Ed.
Visible confusion. I'm just like, what? I think you're just supposed to find out about like the whatever it's called, like the first like repeat, like re in front of a word, or ed, like ed at the end of the word, like or ing might be one of them. So like whatever it's called where there's like 2 letters and then it becomes, and then it goes in front of a word and then multiple words use that, and there's 2 letters at the end of the word, 2 or 3 letters at the end of the word that use that to make the word mean something else.
Pick the letters that make the sound fa.
They want me to say fa? Here's fa.
I like your choice.
Oh no, it's the I like your choice.
Chose fa.
Which I thought in the first video that I like your choice was from a Goomba. But it's not. It's
Find
from...
the letters that make the sound na.
Nah. I thought it was...
That works for me.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Picked na.
I was just saying, I thought that voice was the Goomba, and then I found out it was Luigi, and then there's this other guy that just came out of the pipe. I don't know who he was, one of the Koopas or something.
Sound ka.
And then he made the same voice actor sounding.
I like your choice.
He said the same thing as Luigi,
You picked
but that's not Luigi. I don't know who that is. It's like a Goomba with arms.
ka.
I think it's like a Koopa Troopa,
Find
but
the letters that make the sound ra.
You did well.
You found ra.
there's a few bad words I can think of that you might be able to spell with some of those letters. Or this is funny that the letters they chose are just kind of odd. Okay, so basically this is what this is. So now I can go out of the level by clicking the blue pipe. And by the way, guys, I didn't mention this at all in this video, but I'm using the Super Nintendo mouse for this video. I don't know if you can use it on Mario's Missing or Mario's Time Machine. I mean, you definitely can on the PC version, so you might be able to, but I don't think you can. We'll find out later on if you need the controller or the mouse. But for all the Mario early years games, you can use the mouse. And for Mario Paint, you definitely only use the mouse. So now we're going to the mop is
Let's
wet.
go to Sentence World.
Oh, Sentence World. It's weird how they all have different names than what they say on there. The jet is wet. The can is wet. That's a giant Luigi back there. The pig is wet. I guess it's the pig.
You chose pig. The pig is wet.
The pig is wet. A sun is in the log. A bug is in the log. A hat is in the log. So it's all this kind of like really early, like I mean it's called the early years. It's made for preschoolers. This is all this like little educational sequences that teach you various things for preschool years. Wait a minute. I'm assuming map?
You chose map.
It's not
Luigi
right.
sat in the map.
That didn't make any sense. There was no mud. He wasn't sitting on a bug. He wasn't sitting on the sun. And he wasn't sitting on a map. Was it a trick question? Luigi, now he's in the mud. But what was he sitting on before? I want to go back and find out what that was, because that doesn't make any sense. He wasn't... Oh, maybe sitting in the sun, like the sunlight. Okay, that makes sense. It probably was sun. Let's see if I can find that one again, because I really want to know. Because if it's bug, that's stupid, because there's no bug under him. Okay, they only give you like 4 of these questions. See what I mean by being a bare bones, bare minimum game? I mean, sure, there's voice clips, but they didn't have to put them in there. I guess maybe they want it to be read out loud so preschoolers can understand it a little better, without having to learn how to read as well as learning the activities in the game. Okay, this has to be sun. Okay, it's sun. Okay, that makes sense now. But I was like, you didn't sit on the map, you didn't sit on the bug, you're not sitting on the sun, you're sitting in the sun. But it's more like the sunlight. Or but you can say sun, like this. People would say that normally, so I guess that doesn't make sense. Oh, giant peach. Why is she holding a dog? The red mop is wet.
You chose
There's a Mario back there too, and I'm a Mario.
mop is wet.
Mario has a lid and a pan.
You picked lid.
This is like a little
Mario
too
has
easy.
a
Like
lid
it's like
and a
I don't know, but it just seems like really easy. Like you see what Mario has, you see what Princess has. She's got a big cup. I mean, technically she's got a big bug too, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, it's like, what do they have? And then you fill in the blank with a 3-choice multiple choice option. I'm going to exit that though. Then we go to A-I-O-U, the vowel section. Ooh. Oh, wait. Are we just choosing anything that starts with an A?
Anteater that starts with A.
It's weird.
Anteater.
It's weird they don't like tell you what to do before you start, which is weird because like it's educational. You would think an educational game would have like, you know, like in Mario Party how it's like shows you the instructions for a minigame. Even something as simple as that would be nice for an educational game. But instead, like, they don't tell you what to do, only in voice clips, not on text. And they don't tell you that until after you've clicked on something. Are these the... Wait, can I toggle it to B? Oh, you go here to go to B. I was like, are they really gonna make me do the puzzle twice? Oh yeah, it's just the vowels, so it's not every letter of the alphabet. Okay, let's get out of there. And they reuse a lot of sound effects from Mario World. Super Mario World was like the big system seller for the Super Nintendo. There were other great games that everybody loves now and remembers well. But back in the day, Super Mario World was huge. Think about it, like before Mario 64 came out, all that stuff, and 64 was not out. Just think about the way Mario was in the 90s after Mario 3, and which was technically a 90 game. But And then Mario World was huge. And then it seemed like almost every Super Nintendo game with Mario had the Mario World either designs or had a little bit of influence from Super Mario World, whether it be the music from it or any similarities. Even Yoshi's Island was called Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Not every Mario game was similar to Mario World, but a lot of them featured some kind of resemblance to it. Super Mario RPG was an exception, had its own style, and then you might even say like Mario Paint definitely had Mario World influences. Mario Kart had Mario World influences. All these educational ones definitely. And then
You found
I can't think of any other Mario games right now. Oh, Yoshi's Safari, the light gun game. We played that before. We still need to go back and complete that too. Maybe not. That was fun. I have some other light gun games that I got recently. If you're watching this video, probably not too interested in them, but I do have light gun games that I got for retro consoles. I got some more PS2 light gun games that I'm gonna cover eventually, and then we've also got I got the Sega Minister. This is the Genesis version of the Power Super Scope. So it's kind of like the Super Scope, but it's a little different. The controller itself, I think, is cooler than the Super Scope in a way, with what it can do and the way it's shaped and all that. But there's only like 2 games that use it, and one of them is also on Super Nintendo, which is Terminator 2 Arcade. And so T2 Arcade, and then there's Minister 6-pack, which sounds just like Super Scope 6, which is a little... I think Super Scope 6 is better in the game than the Minister 6-pack, but we'll get to that in a later video. But I'm just mentioning that, like, if you want some weird videos that I'm gonna do in the future, it'll probably be a while from now, but it'll be
You found cap that ends with
the Sega Minister game, and oh, I also got some more Zapper, NES Zapper games. And then I tried using the Sega Minister with the what's it called, what's it called,
You found
power base converter for the Genesis. I tried to play a Master System game with the Minister, a Master System light gun game, and it didn't work. I think I did this right, I'm not sure. I'm not really paying attention to it. We'll figure that out later. Actually, I think I did it right. I'm gonna say I did it right, I'm not sure. Then we got one more section on here. I'm getting really off topic, but I feel like I'm doing the same video 3 times because these Mario early years games are very, very similar. If you're interested in buying these games, I'd recommend not buying them unless you want to do like something with them. Like for me, like I'm doing this YouTube series and with them, so I'm using them for more of a purpose than I normally would. If you have little kids and you're trying to introduce them to Super Nintendo and Mario, this might be a good choice for them.
You found a pot that starts with
Also, just like the last game we did, where it's like it's letter P and then you use all the P words. But yeah, if you have little kids in preschool age, or maybe younger, or maybe kindergarten age, or maybe younger, this is a good way to introduce them to Mario and Super Nintendo, the Super Nintendo mouse, as well as a little bit of educational stuff. But I'd say it might be better off to start them with Super Mario World. I feel like that leaves a better impression on them. That's the way it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I played Super Mario Bros. 3, and then on the NES at my uncle's house, and it was really a memorable moment. It kind of changed everything because that's the first video game I played. And then I wanted the NES, but the Super Nintendo was out at the time. This was very early 90s. And yeah, so I got Super Nintendo, Super Mario All-Stars, and then I got the one with World. And so I played World, and then I played Mario 3 that way, which is the game that I wanted for the NES specifically. So that's kind of started my journey. But if you have kids, and maybe I would say start them with Mario World, or maybe Mario All-Stars, or I guess it doesn't have to be that. It can be any Mario game now. But if you want it specifically on Super Nintendo, I'd say start with World. And then if they are like having a hard time with it, I would say, you know, try these educational games. But other than that, there's like no reason to buy these games unless you're a collector or if you're doing some kind of project with them like I am. They're about $15 to $20 each, used, just loose cart. And they're a little not hard to find. I guess they are hard to find. We don't have any in stock at my work. I had to find the last one online, the third one online, and it wasn't like hard to find, but there wasn't too many of them out there. I would say it's not worth like checking out just for fun. It's not even like a, oh, that's funny kind of thing. It's funny to see like maybe on a YouTube video, but I wouldn't recommend buying it because it's funny. It's not like you're playing an LJN game or something like that, or some quirky like Color Dreams game or like a Wisdom Tree type thing. It's not like that. It's not even like a bad game or a good game. It's just like something that's not interesting because it's made for preschoolers. So that's my 2 cents on this. The only other thing to do, I went to all the islands, learned all the stuff. I'd say the best one out of all these is actually this one right here, the ABC, because it's just the alphabet and then showing a word that goes with that letter of the alphabet, and then also how it sounds, which is important. And then it just reads it all off to you. So the best part of this game is the part where you don't have to do anything. You just have to listen to it. And then, you know, other than that, it's a bare bones, like small, very short, educational experience, but with a Super Mario World theme. And once again, you can toggle between, you can be Yoshi, you can be Peach, aka Toadstool, or Super Mario himself. And then, I don't know why you can't play Luigi. But then it's got all this other stuff. And then also the other Mario early years games almost have the exact same layout, but one with numbers and one with just other educational stuff for preschool. Yeah, that's about it. Please stay tuned for more. I'm going to do that review project after the next 3 videos. The next 3 videos will be Mario's Time Machine, Mario's Missing, and then Mario Paint at the end, and then the review video. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you look forward to the review. I hope you enjoy the next ones. The next ones will be a lot better. Because I actually have memories of those games, and then I also have, I find them to be much more educational. For early history learning, Mario Time Machine is actually really helpful. Some of the things that I remember, like I'm looking back at history in my mind, thinking about history, I'm like, okay, what is this? And then sometimes I actually come up with like pictures in my mind, and I connect them to like playing Mario's Time Machine, like specifically like the Renaissance type stuff. There's one about, I want to say there's something to do with Shakespeare. Shakespeare has a section in Mario's Time Machine. And when I was doing, reading, I think it was Macbeth, and it was Macbeth and something else that we read in college. And I was thinking about it, like the Shakespeare stuff in Mario's Time Machine. So it's one of those things that sticks with you. It's like educational, but it's also like a good memory thing in a way that like Trivial Pursuit is good for history and memory testing. You know, like trivia, it's like that kind of. So those will be a lot better than this. These first 3 are kind of duds because they're just really basic games. But enough about that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned to Hybrid Games for more classic gaming goodness. I hope you enjoyed this video. I rambled a lot on this one, but it's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. So yeah, please leave a like, share it with your friends, subscribe today for more classic gaming goodness, and stay tuned for more Happy Beard Games. All right, everybody. Bye.